All right. We should be live.
Great. Am I sideways or do I need to be this way?
It was sideways, yes.
All right, let's go this way. Okay, great. All right, Scott, you want to get us started?
Sure.
No, go ahead.
I see.
You're on camera.
Thank you, Paul.
You're good.
You're using my phone.
Here, there's me. All right, and here you go. Go for it.
So welcome, everyone. We're in our listing at 904 Pacific Street, apartment 401. This is an extraordinary apartment. It's part of the collection, which is an amalgam of buildings between Pacific and Dean Streets that share amenities like a swimming pool and a gym. And there's also like a screening room. Yep. There's a business center. There's
children's playroom.
Children's playroom, which people really like a lot. So it's a really interesting place to live. Obviously, Washington Avenue now has tons of stuff on it, which really, it didn't happen. I actually sold the two buildings across street as new construction, 925 and 935 Pacific, back in the day. But we're really happy tonight to have the artist whose work is displayed in this apartment and really changes sort of the feel of the apartment. We staged this apartment, but it's really, I think Bermano's art really sort of adds so much to the experience. And when I did the open house by appointment last Sunday, every buyer commented about the art, which, you know, I don't ever get in most other situations. So we're really glad to have him tonight. He's really someone very special who has a vision, and you know, we're glad that we made his acquaintance, and we have him here to talk about, you know, his inspiration, and maybe we'll, you know, let's look at some pieces in particular and, you know, focus on them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Scott, Paul, thank you. I mean, you can hear I'm South African. I've got a South African accent, so it's lovely to be at this apartment. It's truly amazing. It's light, really light, but not too light. It's like just magnificent. The whole energy in here.
Should we show the apartment a little
bit? Let's show the apartment. Let's walk around the apartment first.
Spectacular.
So this is 904 Pacific Street. It's right on the border of Crown Heights and Prospect Heights.
Give a shot of that.
Yeah, this is a great thing.
Yes. This nice big wall, perfect for an awesome painting like Bermano's provided for us here.
I mean, just, you know.
So yeah, we can go. We can go through this painting. This painting suits the apartment, the lighting of the apartment. So what I've discovered, the theme behind the painting is obviously love. And I started this actual canvas about 3 years ago. Really, there's so many paintings under this particular painting that's the way I paint sometimes. Some paintings take me a week, some paintings take me a month, some paintings take me 3 years. So this is quite a long-standing canvas. If you come closer, you can see the texture.
Yes.
It's very textured, and so this was 3 years in the making, really. It's obviously self-explanatory that there's just love coming out of the walls, and the lesson that I've learned in this life is truly it is all about love. So the painting was painted with wonderful energy, and it was 3 years in the making, and you'll have to see it in person to appreciate it. It's not overwhelming for the apartment.
And I should mention that, and we'll have sheets shortly, that all this art is for sale. So if you're watching now and you say, wow, I love that painting, you can email us at the scottkleinteam@compass.com, and we will get you Bermano's information.
Including his website with other art.
Other art as well.
Can I say that part of my whole art career is that I do a lot of work with non-governmental organizations, NGO, and a part of every sale goes to incredible organizations. I work with Operation Smile, the American Cancer Society, and over the years I've donated close on $250,000 to incredible organizations.
Awesome.
So there's a nice for the planet aspect.
Yeah.
Then this piece over here,
Over here in the kitchen,
which
it
is
fits perfectly.
it's called zebra mouth. You can see the zebra there now. Now that piece is a dear friend of mine's actually. She paints on the Heart of New York. She's an incredible person. You guys actually have her energy is so beautiful.
It's a beautiful painting.
She is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and you can actually pick it up. Just a bit of background about her. She's in her 50s. She sits on the streets of Manhattan on West Broadway.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even throughout the winter. And to be a street artist in New York, a proper street artist, you got to know that you're a real artist, because it's tough to take your inventory to the streets every week. So Angela's an amazing artist. We got another painting of hers in the other room.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go check it out. Here's a sneak peek of the one we're going to see. But let's go over here.
That's another one of
Let's check
Angela's
this one
beautiful pieces.
It's interesting. Again, this piece, people just like
Isn't it stunning?
they go crazy. They're like, they walk into the bathroom and they're like,
It is. It's so beautiful.
right? They're like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
And I am.
Hey, Shep.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
That's it. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I like the green backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Good texture.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's just the thing with Angela's paintings, they actually look so incredible in real life. They look great on the picture. But I was like, when I see her art.
You're now muted.
Oh, we were muted for a second.
You were
Yeah,
muted.
yeah. There we go.
Sorry, guys.
I also realized I was muted. Could you hear me? My comments?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
liked your comments.
Okay, cool. I'm an artist myself, so I was glad to tune in here and see what.
I'd love to see your art.
Well,
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
we can make that happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Love this piece.
Paul, do you want to show the turtle?
Let's go.
Yes.
Sure.
In
In the kids' room. Look at these floor-to-ceiling windows.
Yeah.
Window.
I mean it. The apartment's got the most unbelievable energy, like just incredible.
It's natural. It has a really natural feel. Even though it's very modern on the inside,
Yeah.
all the light, the air that comes in, it feels really great.
I was a baby.
On
I
it-
would definitely like to see.
On this tree-lined street too, right? So
It's such a spectacular pocket of that neighborhood. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, turtles for a lot of people symbolize peace and beauty and tranquility.
Yeah.
And I had a client that I sold a lion to. Do a lot of lions, and they said to me, "Why don't you paint a turtle?" And I'd never thought of painting a turtle before. So turtles fascinate me because the chances that a turtle actually, from the time that it's born to the time it grows to adulthood, it's like 3 out of every couple of 100,000 turtles actually survive.
right.
Yeah.
Why I find them fascinating is because they just show success, and they just show this the ultimate beauty of life. You got to work to grow. So
Well,
I
look,
like it for the,
yeah,
I like it for the babies room.
the tortoise and the hare is a metaphor for life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's pretty much sums it up. Thank you. It's
Slow and steady wins the race, not the sprint.
I couldn't agree more.
And we really love this.
Yes.
This Volkswagen Bug with the circle.
Oh, and also this
Oh,
little.
that does go on, right?
Oh, that is so cute, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Those are my kids' donations. To
I'm
the,
gonna
to
tell
the
you,
apartment.
I wanna put that in my house.
I hear you.
It's gorgeous. All right, so if we move into the master bedroom,
Well, that piece for me.
I love this piece.
It's,
Here we are in the master bedroom.
It looks great. Last I was there, it was empty.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks great. Great
Thanks.
color scheme. Is the accent wall kind of a purple color?
It is. That's right. Yep.
It's good. I like that.
And then this awesome piece here.
That's neat.
so this piece, I don't do a lot of black and whites, but I've started to really enjoy doing them. And when I was a kid, because part of my background is I never painted in my life before up until 10 years ago. I'd never even pretty much been to an art museum.
Good for you.
I used to love to doodle.
Yeah.
So during the lockdown, I decided, listen, man, I'm going to start dawdling when I talk to people on the phone.
Hmm.
So I've combined high quality drawing paper because I needed the smoothness into a mixed collage. So this is all done by hand. Sharpies, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this is all done with Sharpie.
Get out of here.
Yeah, the whole thing Sharpie.
I thought it was.
No, so that's soul, love, and peace,
Uh-huh.
and joy. So that's,
Joy, right? All four.
and you have to look for the words.
Yes.
So you combine that's a number of smaller sheets of paper underneath the writing there. Is that what?
No,
it is?
so that's one piece of paper, and then I've taken that paper and I've put it onto a canvas.
Yeah,
This is all pure paint.
Yes.
I see.
But the center is all Sharpie.
Cool.
And every piece that I've done like this, and I've done 4 of them, all have the same theme of peace and soul. You'll always find a theme of it. It's all about love and peace and joy and soul and spirituality and all good energy, really good energy. And I love this bedroom. In fact, I might not even leave this apart. And then this part, that painting in that bathroom.
Yeah, I love. So this bathroom is awesome. First
This
of all,
one's awesome.
right? Double
Right.
vanities.
Oh,
soaking
double
tub,
vanity. Double vanity.
separate shower.
Beautiful.
Really nice, serene, and then this really sets it off.
And the Duravit toilet.
It is.
nice
That's
toilet.
right.
I
That's
love
right.
I love the hanging Duravit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually a really big fan of rescue art. I really am. I really am.
Yeah. Me
You
too.
are-
I
Yeah,
want
me
to find
too.
it offensive that the paintings could be in a rescue.
Yeah.
These pictures are very beautiful. I mean, a lot of people like to come to the rescue.
Sure.
But, this piece was, I've never really done pure abstract. It's always abstract with a vision in it. You can always see something. This piece is one of the first pieces. Again, I did this piece in 2018. It was my first true attempt at pure abstract where it just had no meaning and I was totally free. It turned out that it was one of the most challenging paintings because when does abstract start and when does it finish?
Right.
And
Fascinating question.
yes, so when, every day you do an abstract, you walk in, you go, it's finished. And you walk in the next morning and go, oh, how could I have said it was finished? So it's nearly finished.
Right.
So it's finished, and I love it, and I think it looks great in the rest.
Paul, can you zoom in on it a little bit?
Yeah, it's super textured.
Super texture.
What kind of paint do you use?
I use acrylics. I used to use a lot of oils, but it just took too long to dry.
Yeah.
And then I use different organic mediums, some of them to mix. This is pure paint, but then behind it is a mixture of different organic mediums that I use to mix some of it to get the texture.
I think
But this is pure squeezed paint out of the tubes.
that's a very happy scheme of colors. That's for sure.
But if you've got constipation, it should certainly relax you, loosen you up.
I think that's good.
I think that's true.
Inspire you is what I would say.
So truly honored to have my art in this apartment. Recently, I've been to quite a few apartments. I've got to tell you something. you walk into this place, you just want to buy it. I mean,
Sure.
it's true. I
Well,
mean, just look at the view out of there.
Right. The
Mhm.
trees really, I mean, the size of the windows and the trees on the block really
Oh.
make a huge difference here.
I mean, that's pure art. You look out the window,
Right,
you go, I
right.
mean, seriously, it is. It's magnificent.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting mix, this block of old and new. You have the new buildings, you have, you know, the old, you know, not brownstones, but more like townhouses or bricks.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that one across the street over there.
Scott, that pocket of Scott and Paul, but that pocket of it's, I know it's Crown Heights, but it feels like a neighborhood like you'd see in like Berlin or Barcelona, even, you know, just like boutique sized, interesting new development, like the building that you're in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And also the interesting thing about the building we're in is that the hallways are outside.
Yes.
Which actually is
no.
that's
Yeah.
very uncommon in New York.
Super.
That also gives this building a feel like a European
Yeah.
building.
Agreed.
Or Buenos
It
Aires.
is
Yeah, Buenos Aires,
beautiful
yeah.
outside. Yeah.
Right. It's a very unique building. And then,
Or Miami or something. you
or
know?
Miami.
Yeah.
That's a
Except,
nice view walking
we have
in.
much,
I love this.
much lower COVID cases than Miami.
Gosh, it looks great. I was in there when Paul was working on it, so this is my first time seeing it. Like
Yeah,
it.
he saw it when all the stuff was in a pile before I put everything together.
Well done. Well
It's
done.
magnificent.
Thanks.
Now, are there any questions from Facebook? You
If
wanna check, Bill?
not, make some up.
Well, we do something.
I have no questions on Facebook currently.
Okay.
So Bermano, maybe you want to tell us about some of the
Well,
other works that you've done, significant.
yeah,
work.
so my background is that I had an epiphany that I was going to become a very successful artist and donate a lot of money to amazing organizations throughout the world. And thank God my visions come true. I started painting in 2010. Nobody thought I was going to become anything. And in 2017, I was chosen from 30 of the world's top artists to present the Pope at the Vatican, Pope Francis, a beautiful statuette of a gun called the Knotted Gun, which is it's a charity called the Non-Violence Foundation. So that was quite a pivotal part of my career. Not many artists, well, I suppose Michelangelo and myself have done something in the Vatican. Princess Charlene and Prince Albert of Monaco own a few of my paintings. Charlene is South African.
Oh, yes.
She met Prince Albert when she won a medal at the Olympics, and he presented it to her. And she looks freakishly like his late mother, Grace. It's almost crazy how similar they look.
Mm-hmm.
Other highlights of my career is that I painted for Nelson Mandela as well. He actually signed one of my paintings before he passed away. It was one of the last things that he did before he died. So,
and I know you contributed to the Invictus Foundation.
yes, the Invictus Foundation. So there's a movie called Invictus. Matt Damon plays a celebrity called Francois Pienaar. Francois Pienaar was the rugby captain of the South African team in 1995 when they won the World Cup rugby. And Francois Pienaar has an incredible charity called the Make a Difference Foundation. Nelson Mandela actually asked him to start the actual charity. They've raised millions of dollars for kids. They take them from the cradle, so from preschool all the way through to college, and make sure they get a job. That's how incredible this is. And I've donated 5 paintings to them that on auction have raised nearly $75,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've got the footage of the auctions if anybody ever wanted to see them. yes, so my motivation to paint is literally to share. I
awesome.
obviously got to make a living, all artists do, but we give back. And I also work with a very wonderful organization called, Operation Smile, which is an incredible charity, because if you buy, let's say you buy one of these pieces of art, at the end of the day, we give close on 7.5% away to the different organizations. With Operation Smile, you can actually quantify how many smiles you fit. So, for example, it costs about $300 to do a smile. All the doctors work pro bono, everybody works pro bono. I mean, there are costs involved. So, they're an amazing organization I work with. I don't know if people used to obviously watch Dallas with J.R. Ewing. Every year they used to go to a ball called the Cattle Barons Ball. And it is actually a Cattle Barons Ball. And the Cattle Barons Ball raises about $3 to $4 million in one night for the American Cancer Society. And I'm basically their main artist. So it's been an incredible career. And I must tell you that I can't believe how Compass and Scott and Paul, the way you guys do things is absolutely incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
walked in here when I was there. We had a meeting, and I'm blown away. So yeah, it's just wonderful to be able to put for all artists, and I work with a few different artists like Angela, and it's a wonderful thing for artists to know that people are seeing their work. Sure, selling is one thing, but actually, like I'll call Angela and tell her how crazy everybody went about her green painting. Yes. It will inspire her as an artist. Look, I'm even getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
It will inspire her as an artist to paint more and more, hopefully to stage all of your guys' apartments. Sure. Because she knows that people are appreciating, this woman sits on the street and paints. Right. And she's got some great accolades as well, but that's what her soul puts on. She likes to talk to people and discuss art. Sure. So, yes, the fact that artists are getting the opportunity through you guys to display their art is very motivational for an artist.
Yeah.
And as an artist, you know how hard it is to actually get your art to be seen. If you're not in a gallery, then it's tough to be appreciated.
Right.
If you're on websites like Etsy, no one sees you. So to be involved and have your art hanging in $1.5, $2 million, $3 million, $1 million, $5 million apartments in New York City, the greatest city on earth, seriously, is an incredible thing for an artist. So you guys are doing it's lovely. It's giving the artists that I know and really some life. Yes. And yeah, wonderful to be involved with.
Great. Well, it's awesome. It's a privilege to be able to do that.
Thank
So
you guys. Yeah. Yes. And the most important thing about the charity work is that every single thing can be verified. People can claim they've donated money to these organizations. I'm very proud to say you could phone the president or the heads of all of them, including Francois Pinot, and every penny can be accounted for.
that's cool.
So that's important as well.
Well,
All right.
this was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you. And again, if you have any questions, you can email us at the scottkleinteam@compass.com. Also, if you really like this apartment, we will be showing it on Sunday, probably 12 to 2, open house by appointment, because that's how we do it now. So you can contact us or just...
And online at compass.com.
Yes, at compass.com.
Yep.
So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
both.
Thank you, Bermano.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Shep.
Love to see your art.
We'll put you in touch with Shep.
Perfect, Chef.
Great. All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great
Thank
afternoon.
you. Bye.
Bye.